Jeep's already tapping at the door. Hey everybody. Sorry, we're live. Hey guys.
It's like, we're live. It's time to go
It's
out.
like-
It's
it's
time
like
to make noise.
He's out and Jeeps wants to go in the backyard.
That's
Literally
right.
30 degrees, maybe even less. And Jeeps is like, let's go play. Oh, that dog. Hey everybody. Sorry, we're live. Jess, we're live.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey guys, welcome to tonight's show. What's the show tonight? Hints discussion. Talking about hints tonight, guys. Give us your best hints. What are the hints you love, hints you hate, and best hints? Anything hint related? That's the show tonight. We're going to cover all topics of hints.
You ruined my intro, but I'm still going to go with it.
You got time? Change it. No, see, this is all the
I can't think that quick.
Remember, people audio, they don't hear this. They're not hearing any of this. They don't.
Okay.
It's all for the audio. The people who are watching, they're nice. They're the nice ones who want to see. Why not watch it live? It's more fun to watch it live.
That's right.
As it happens. Jeeps, stop tapping on the tip. Jeeps, stop tapping. Come on, girl. I think she's coming to you, Jess.
Great. She's going to come woof at me.
She's gonna come woof at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, here she comes. I see her. She's making her way down. Oh no, she's gonna lay down. She's gonna go bug rocks.
She's going to go pout. Watch. She's going to plop herself down and go,
Oh.
She literally does that. It's so funny. When she doesn't get her way.
She doesn't get to go out and play.
And then she'll sit back there and she'll go, ugh.
It's
The funniest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a dog do it. Yeah, she's like, ugh.
You guys are so cruel.
We are awful. We're like the worst.
Go
parents.
outside and play in
Yeah.
the 30-degree backyard.
Mhm.
Then
She's
something
already been out.
spooks her. Then something spooks her and she comes banging on the door.
Batman!
Then like, yeah, because she's spooked easily.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you ready to go live, you guys?
Sure. Wait, can you hear my heater? Do I need to turn that off? Do I have
Let me
to
hear.
freeze?
Stop talking, please.
I don't hear it.
No, I don't hear it today. I heard it last
Yay.
time.
Okay, good. I can be warm.
I don't hear it. I don't know what you did differently. Last week I heard it. Totally heard it.
See,
I don't know.
What? Chad's got a heater going too.
I got my
You got your slippers on?
slippers on
Slippers on.
because it's too freaking cold in this house.
Too cold. I don't even want to ask what the weather is right there. California. You poor baby.
Let's see. It is currently 23.
In
23
Chicago.
right here.
All right, here we go.
Oh, 22.
Oh,
Ooh.
in 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have our co-host Shorty that's in the next room.
Hello.
And please welcome to my virtual left, my other co-host, Chaz, 427.
Howdy, y'all. Do you know what tonight's show's about? I'm sure Scott will give us a hint.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 745, recorded live on November 30th, 2022, is Geocaching Hints Discussion. The phone lines are now indeed open, so give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But Chad,
Mm-hmm.
gotta talk about Patreon, Chad. Patreon, guys. The time is coming. You still have time.
Mm-hmm.
You still have time. We have decided on the date of the patron-only giveaway show. It's in December, mid-December. I'm not giving it out yet. But you guys still have time, guys. You can, along with the patron-only show, we just give stuff. We literally give stuff away the whole show. Right, Chad? Jesse? Give stuff away?
Yep.
Patrons give stuff away?
Yep.
Patrons in the chat room chime in. They give stuff away.
Yep. Spin the wheel. Pick a name.
Spin the wheel. Pick a name. Yeah, get something. For good stuff, too. Good stuff.
We've been collecting all year. We have some really good stuff this year. Our prize closet is looking pretty awesome.
I know. It's good stuff, man. So, hey, you also get extra audio, extra video only available to our Patreon members. See, Romy right there. Love my hat. Romy got a hat. She got a geocaching hat. Come on, guys. You can't go wrong here. Like, all right. So, extra audio, extra video only available to our Patreon members. I just took video. Guys, patrons, you know who you are in there. Jesse and I went shopping the other day.
Oh, yes.
We found more good stuff to torture our children. This stuff's not very good, too. This is going to be fun. So look for that coming later in the month. More fun stuff to torture our children. Yeah, so we got good stuff coming. A lot of stuff coming. End of the year, we're here now. This is the final show. This is the show before we kick it into high gear for the end of the year. All good shows coming. Well, they're all good shows, but really rocking it for the rest of the year. It's gonna be some fun up until the end of the year. So patrons, pay attention because that patron only show is coming. I gotta prepare for it. Yeah. So you want to join in, guys? You can. You go. There's two ways you could help us. You go to PayPal. That's PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. Make a one-time donation. We just got one. Appreciate it. That cash gives it to us every year, and we highly appreciate it. Went straight to the bills. So we appreciate that very, 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 very much. You know who you are. We definitely appreciate that. Or guys, you could join Patreon. Also now, Chad, since we have did I tell we sold out of our Patreon coins, right?
Oh yeah.
Patreon coins are done. They're gone forever. And they're beautiful, and shame on you if you never got one. But that being said, we still have coins. And so what I did is I locked in the coin. So if you become that coin tier, you will get a free geocaching podcast coin. Now, it's not the patron only coin, but it is the coin. So you can get one. All you got to do is come and pick that tier. Not only do you get the coin, you also get everything else. You get the path tag, you get stickers, you get the pins, all that good stuff as well. But you also get the coin. So you want to do that, you go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
So that's also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's logwork.com. It's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Ed's Body Company. Max Ed's Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Bee Gun Soap, Itch Spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Ed's Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxedsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by pathtags.com for all your swag and path tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized path tag. With over 47,000 tags to collect, pathtags.com is everything you need to start your path tag obsession. Visit them at pathtags.com. That's tags.com.
And by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventures for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having our geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting us at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting us at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-GO.com.
And as always, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or Chad.
Or in our show notes.
Our show notes. Yes, Chad.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So before we get to the show, got to get, the ancillary stuff out of the way, get it all taken care of.
The news.
Guess what we ordered today, Chad?
I'm going to guess you ordered the Christmas grab bag from.
Oh, look at
He got on the first try.
It's in the show notes. Thanks for looking at it.
I saw it somewhere. I'm not sure if it was the show notes or something I saw.
And fun fact, as of when I ordered, there was only 70 left. How many are left right now, Chad? I know you're looking. So yeah, guys, just when I ordered the 2022 grab stocking, it's for sale. It's a green stocking this year. They're almost sold out. But for
I wonder if
Patreon,
they're going to be, we'll get more to add to our collection behind you.
I know you guys see
Or all the geocaching ones over
those
there.
are all geocaching right there.
Wow.
That's years of us doing
Geocaching grab bags.
grab bag videos for patrons right there. Yeah. So new one's coming,
Sweet.
guys. Yep, right there. Yeah, those are all the grab bag ones. Yeah, Tyrone. There you go. We order it so you don't have to. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
See if you want it first.
Right. See if you want it first. Because we ordered automatically anyway. Yeah, so we ordered that. So if you want one of those guys, you want to or you want to wait to the patron only opening of it so you can see if you want it or not. But because we try and get to that as soon as possible. As soon as we get it, we do it. Yeah, right, Jess? You agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't
definitely.
sit on it, so we give you guys a chance to get it if you want it. Also, our coins are. If you go to our website, you click on the coins. Our coins are still 50% off till tomorrow, Chad. You can get a GCPC coin 50% off. I sold a bunch of those.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, those went for Black Friday. Also, our t-shirts are for sale. $12.50 for regular tees. We also sold a bunch of t-shirts this past week.
Sweet.
Yeah,
It's a great deal.
yeah,
$12.50.
$12.50.
Millennium Falcon ones?
No, didn't sell any Millennium Falcon ones. No. So $12.50 for the regular tees ends tomorrow. The coin ends tomorrow. That's on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. You can get a coin 50% off. And those are trackable coins, by the way. Or you can go to urbantreecanopy.com or on our website, just click on what's it called? Store. And you can get $12.50 for the regular tees. You can get a Rep the Pod, man. Hashtag Rep the Pod.
Nice.
Hey, look at that. Just finding our way says, my GCPC coin showed up yesterday. Boom. There you go.
Sweet.
Got my coin more yesterday, waiting on my shirt. Thank you, Tony. Look at that. You got the coin and the shirt, Chad. Look at that.
It's a great deal.
I love it.
Make
Thanks,
good
guys.
stocking stuffers. You guys need some ideas?
Yeah, man. Come on.
For the record, tomorrow. You're saying tomorrow. Tomorrow is December 1st.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is December 1st. Yes. If you want to buy this stuff, you got to buy this stuff tonight. Actually, no, I think
the sale is the shirts, the Urban Tree Canopy shirts is like 5 o'clock
Oh, it's 5 o'clock
Eastern,
Central.
5 o'clock Central.
Yeah.
On December 1st.
But I think the actual coins
The coins.
end December 1st. So I think those end tonight. So if you want a coin, 50% off, guys. It's like $12 for a coin.
I think we might lose money on that.
I'm definitely losing money on the coin. Definitely losing money. But you know what? It's never about the money. It's not about the money, guys. So yeah. All right. So that's all I got. That's in the news. That's for Black Friday. Chad, did you have a good Black Friday? Did you buy lots of stuff?
I did not buy lots of stuff. I bought a stick vac.
What did you get? Okay, wait. We'll talk about this off the air. I've
What
been
is?
looking.
What did you buy?
A stick back.
A stick back and
That's-
a keyboard that my son asked for, and one other thing. Oh, a new dog bed. That's it. That's all I bought.
What's a stick back?
A stick vacuum.
Stick vac.
A stick
It's,
vac.
it's a cordless
Well,
vacuum that is.
I know.
That
My wife is like obsessed right now.
I
She's-
can't make my
she's-
decision about which one I want, so
mode
I need you to tell me what you got. We'll talk about it off the air.
We
She's
talked
full
about off
stick
the air.
back mode right now. And my wife, you don't know my wife. she overthinks it, and it's amazing, and I love it about you, honey. By the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a bunch of shopping on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, especially too. I got a lot of good deals on Cyber Monday. So
I thought the deals were better on Monday for sure.
yeah. All right, so I just bought a new car, by the way, Chad.
I did buy a new car.
Ooh,
That was
what'd
not
you
a
buy
Black
me?
Friday deal.
She bought herself a new car for Christmas.
I bought myself a new to me Subaru Forester.
Okay.
So we're a Subi family now.
Yeah.
We are. We have two out of 4 cars are now Subarus.
Yeah, we're a Subi family. Yeah, how about that? Okay, Chad. Let's talk about hints, geocaching hints discussion.
Mhm.
Chad. Okay. Hold on. Before we start this, I got to say Leah is awesome. Your son, you're getting older is when you get excited about a vacuum.
That is for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. Okay. So now we say that. Okay, so let me get that off. Okay, so geocaching hints. Chad. First of all, Chad.
Hmm.
We're talking about hints. First of all, what do you think, Chad? Do you use hints
Hell yeah.
all the time, or only if you can't find it? Do you go straight to the hint? Like,
Usually it's the first resort if I can't find it after I don't know, a couple minutes of searching. So I rarely like go straight to the hint and look at the hint.
mhm.
Or maybe if it's a puzzle and I'm solving a puzzle, sometimes I'll look to see if there's a hint for the puzzle in there if I can't solve it after a good bit.
Just
But,
remember.
Yeah, I definitely use the hint, and I probably go to it a little sooner than I maybe should.
Sooner-
I-
I'm trying to think. I think the only time is if we can't find it. Like I won't
For
go
you?
straight out
Mhm.
until I can't find it, and then I'm like, "Is there a hint?"
Yeah,
I'll
and
give it a cursory look.
sure, yeah, sure. But the other thing that I do, in addition to the official hint, the other thing that I do as a hint is go to the images.
Oh yeah, you like to do that. Yeah, she's a big image.
yeah, I will. So that's usually like step 3 for me. So I will scan through the first 10 or so. So first is hint, and then I'll go back and try to find it. Second is looking through about the first 10 or so logs, and then the third is there an image?
Mm-hmm.
Images are great.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, images. I love when they give them away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Chad, do you know hints on the website, Chad? Those hints are in what? Do you know what they're ciphered? Do you know
Yeah,
what?
they're Caesar cipher with the rotation 13.
That's right. They are Route 13. Very good. Do you know? And I don't know about app wise. Cachly and the GC app automatically deciphered for you. What about CGO? Do you know if it automatically deciphers, or GeoGo? Does it automatically?
CGO automatically does it, but I think there's an option in the settings to not have it do it. And
Mhm.
I don't recall on CGO. I think on GeoGo it automatically does it too, but it might be a setting.
Mhm.
So I believe you can set them so that it doesn't decipher it, so it doesn't let you know, which for anyone that does these a lot, they'll recognize things like YCP
Mhm.
as an LCP and
Mhm.
Zentarg as magnetic. There's certain ones that you get in in your brain as you know, you recognize that a grr is a tree.
Right, and none needed.
Yeah.
I think I know I could spot none needed too when
Right.
when it says, I'm like, oh
Mm-hmm.
okay, so yeah, so
And there's also there are also plugins for your browser that will automatically decode it as well.
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mhm.
pushing on it is too much.
Yes,
right.
pushing that decrypt button.
Yes,
That's
that's
really
too
difficult.
complicated.
Too much work.
Yes.
Nice. All right, we've got Iowa on the phone. Iowa, hello.
It's back.
Hello.
Happy hour.
Hi, Scorpio. What's up, man?
This is a really good question a good topic, because I have always wondered if it's a high DT cache. Some people give these hints that, they tell you exactly where the cache is. And I'm thinking, shouldn't the hint be kind of in keeping with the DT as well? I mean, if you're just going to give it away, why make it such a, I'm going to take it, I'm
Right.
going to, if it's a 3 and they tell me, it's, exactly where it is underneath the bridge, I'm going to take that. But doesn't that diminish the DT of the cache?
Yeah, I think it really depends on how good the height is, or how difficult the height actually is. Because I have given hints on some of mine where, yeah, I tell you it's magnetic, but
Yeah.
but that, you got so many spots, you could pretty much look around and guess that it was magnetic, but there's so many spots that there's in the dugout, there's under the bleachers, there's the trash can,
You
there's
just know what
the
you
fence.
just know what you're looking for.
You
know what you're looking for.
you just know that
You
it's
know it's
it's
magnetic.
attached to metal. It's likely attached to metal, and magnetic does not necessarily mean it's attached to metal. I found
Mhm.
magnetics
So
in the woods,
in a tree. In a tree. Oh
in
yeah.
a tree. Yeah.
Those drive me crazy too. Especially
Right.
I once saw one where there was like a total magnetic, like what is it? Oh my god, help me. I'm having a brain fart. Well, on the road, the cars, to block the cars. What is it?
The
A
guardrail.
parking block?
Guardrail. Oh my god, guardrail. So there's a guardrail and there's a big tree. Okay, and the hint's
Mhm.
magnetic. Well, the magnetic thing was in the tree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're scouring that guardrail, going and
Mhm.
getting DNFs and DNFs
Exactly.
and DNFs. Not
Mhm.
even looking at the tree.
And it is something that can actually make the difficulty higher because of that.
Mhm.
Right. But I'm thinking, if you're going after a 1.5, and it's a guardrail, you don't even need the hint that it's magnetic, because it's either that or it's going to be a pill bottle.
True.
But if I'm going into the woods and it's a really, medium to high DT, I suppose if they say, look up or whatever their hint is,
That's a fair hint. I don't think that's a giveaway. That's a fair hint. I wouldn't
You're
want. I would want them to
Yeah.
say look up. I don't want them to say look up sixth branch from the bottom halfway out. I don't want that.
Yeah.
That's a dead giveaway. But
I would
just
have
look
something
up,
like
that's fair.
bring your tot.
right.
you know.
Yeah, like that. I think that's fair. That being said, if I'm in the woods and it's a forward, terrain, I know I'm climbing. That's pretty.
You're climbing or using a tot to access it. Yeah.
And if it's a 4.5 or 5, Scott, then it's a micro in the woods.
Yeah, right. The micros in the woods. Yeah. That being said, no matter, I think, and this is a personal opinion. What do you think about this, guys? Another topic here, another point is that, like, I think if it's a hidden in plain sight, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I'm wrong. If it is hidden in a public place, I mean a super public place, or in front of, or if it's a porch cache, or if it's on somebody's property, or if it's in like a downtown area, I want that hint to tell me exactly where that cache is. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be looking
Especially-
for it. I don't want to be looking for it.
That depends on your personal comfort level of searching. Is searching
Yeah,
with
I'm talking about
people around.
I mean, if I'm going
Right.
to somebody's property, I want to know exactly where that cache is. I don't want to be looking around for it.
Yeah, I would definitely prefer that. But
Well, maybe the address of the house, and then that would tell you that you got
But it's
permission.
you're still tweaking.
have
You
it-
got neighbors.
But-
I don't
but-
have to talk to the
but-
neighbors.
yeah,
who
but
knows?
you could still be going up there and you're twisting on their hey, is this a fake spout here? And it's a real spout, and some people use a little bit too much force.
or
Sprinkler heads.
Sprinkler heads.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God, how many real sprinklers have I opened?
Oh,
I have
yeah.
no
Oh
idea.
yeah, I've become a professional
my-
at reassembling sprinkler heads.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
how many of those?
I'm definitely an address. Even definitely an address. Absolutely. And I mean, even our porch cache has the hints our address. I mean, I'm not going to
Mhm.
spoil alert anything. It's our address. But it's only the numbers. It's not the street.
Right.
But
So you think it's okay to give a hint if it's like a tree or a telephone pole, and you can see it, so it's going to be difficult to get to anyway. So it doesn't matter if you give it away what it is, because they still have to go get it.
you still got to get it. Yeah. To me, the only time a
Right.
dead giveaway is an order is a public place, like a super public place, because you're making me look like, you're risking that cache getting muggled if I have to search for it. Because if I catch somebody's eye and they watch me until I'm done and they see what I'm doing, now that cache is getting muggled.
Like, what the hell is he looking at?
Yeah,
Looking
and they're
for?
going to wait and see.
Some people make it a higher DT if it's in a heavily muggle area, though, and they say
Yeah.
that it's going to be more difficult because you got. I mean, I just did this off of a bike trail a couple days ago. They had one of those triangular like kiosks that give you information about the bike trail, and you had to climb up underneath there, and the cache was there, but your legs are sticking out from underneath it. You look kind of foolish, and you wonder if somebody drives by or rides their bike by, they're going to wonder what you're doing. But the cache was made a higher difficulty because it's high muggle area.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's part of the fun of geocaching.
To me, you're doing yourself as a hider. You're doing yourself a disservice by not giving it away. I mean, Jesse, you can attest to this. What frustrates you the most is that when it's a high, when we have to walk away because it's like this is too muggled. I'm not going to look for.
Oh
this.
yeah, absolutely.
I can't look. For this.
I just put out a cache that's on a bike path that goes through a brand new subdivision, and it said exactly where it is, because if there's lots of hiding places, and I don't want to draw attention to it. I don't want it to get muggled. There's, I mean, it's far enough away from the houses, but if somebody's sitting out on their porch, they could see what's going on, and they'll go and, potentially find it. So
Right. And you didn't give it away, but you said, I mean,
where to look.
Should I spoiler alert? I mean, it's
ahead.
It's a bridge.
It's on a bridge.
It's on a bridge. All right.
Mhm.
And she didn't say think like a troll, but she said,
No, I said what side it's on.
Yeah,
I
she said southwest side.
Southwest corner or something.
So while she's not giving it away per se, she's giving you the area to look.
Right.
And
so did you adjust your DT because of it, because of the high muggle area?
No, because of the hint, because I tell people exactly where to look. So, I mean, I think it's like a T2. It's,
I guess I was asking earlier is if you give such a good hint, does that mean that you should make an otherwise more difficult cache a lower DT?
So I would say that it doesn't necessarily, even though you give a good hint, it does not necessarily mean that it's not a difficult hide. It's not too difficult to find. Or that much easier to find. It's like you just instead of having to do that very hard searching in multiple locations, you've narrowed it down to one location to do that hard search.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, again, this is strictly my opinion here. I don't think I don't see why FU hides have to be in a super high muggle area place. I don't see a need for it. I don't see a reason for it.
All right.
That's just
I've got FU hides, and they are not in high muggle
it's
locations.
already hard enough dealing with
you-
muggles. Yeah, it's hard
Right.
enough. Like, yeah, I don't see a reason for that. Again, my personal opinion. Other people can happily disagree with me. My wife might disagree with me. But that's just my opinion. I don't see a reason for it. It aggravates me because it's like we walk away from it because it's like we're not gonna,
No, I definitely agree
Yeah.
with you, Scott. I mean, that drives me crazy. I don't want to.
Especially if you're far from home,
right.
and out solo, and those kind of things. So, foreign travel. I mean, the way I cache in other countries is a fair amount reserved compared to the way I cache in the U.S. So caching in Turkey, there's no way in heck there's some of the things I would not be pulling up sprinkler heads,
Right.
for example. So what you do in a foreign country, and there are people that are caching in the U.S. that are not from here, and I'm sure they have the same kind of feeling here as well.
Okay, but that being said, Scorpio, it also drives me crazy when it's like a 4 difficulty and they don't put a hint. Any kind of hint, anything, something. Give me something.
Something.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but how many times?
Wait, Tony Rivera says, "I hate hints that just say just like my other hides." Those are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are the ones that are kind of make it's like, I'm not from here. I don't know what the heck your other hides are. I mean, when I lived in Houston, it was like finding ones on the north side of Houston, and people saying it's a blah 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 hide, and it's like, I've never found any of this person's hide because I lived on the south side of Houston. And it's like you got to phone a friend and say, hey, can you? It's like, what does this translate to?
Right. Yeah. Sorry, Scorpio. Go ahead.
Overly obvious hints, like you're in front of a building and there's just piles of rocks there, and they tell you it's in the rocks. Well, that doesn't do me any good whatsoever.
No, that's a useless. That's like a useless hint.
No, it's not necessarily a useless hint because when you're there looking through the rocks, is like, am I wasting my time looking through the rocks? Is it potentially something else? Because there are potential other hide parts there.
Mm-hmm.
So
fair enough.
That's true.
Jess, you weighing on this at all?
No, I agree. I definitely agree.
But rock piles should be, in my opinion, in general, high difficulty ratings. Unless it's it's the red. Unless you paint one rock hot pink and stick it on top, and then it's the obvious go-to.
I mean, usually you got that. I mean, I literally just put a rock wall hideout the other day. It just went live the other day. It's right by my house, and it's it's the typical geocaching rock, but you can't miss it. It's so obvious,
right.
Like,
if it's a typical geocaching rock,
you can't miss it. Yeah, I mean,
people here don't put those out. People here take the dredging rocks, and they bore a hole in it, and they put and glue a container in it, and they put it down and in a pile of other dredging rocks.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, then you have to have a high DT.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Scorpio, anything else, sir?
Yep. Nope. Thank you. You guys have a good evening.
You be well.
See you next week.
Oh, I know you'll be calling. We'll talk to you. Be well. Okay, so that is so for hiders. Okay, let's talk about bad hints here. Bad hints, Chad.
Oh God,
Give me a bad hint.
None
it's here.
needed.
It's here somewhere.
Or just like my other.
Yeah, I just saw one that that made me laugh. I was looking at one. Where did it go? It made me laugh. It was like something really dumb that wouldn't make any sense until you actually found it.
Yeah, Romy Spiro says under. No hint needed by Tyrone Shoelaces. No hint necessary by
Oh.
GSM Times 2. How about not yet? Those are my favorites too. Not yet.
The title. The title. When the title doesn't really make any friggin' sense to you. And I got to admit,
It's in the title.
I'm guilty of it. It's in the title.
It's in the title, and you're like, I don't know.
And I've had people's like, this doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, okay.
Oh, here you go. Jim RKY says, in a tree at eye level, hide was made 9 years ago. It's not, and also eye level for who?
It's like,
I'm 5'5", dude. My eye level is way different than your eye level. You know
exactly.
Yeah.
I've had eye level from people from anywhere from 4'8" to 6'4". And
oh, here I found it. This hint is 3 hours.
That's the hint. 3 hours.
3 hours.
That's the hint.
3 hours.
What does it mean? Did you find the cache?
I found it, but I don't know.
Did it take 3 hours to find it?
I 3 hours.
Wow.
I don't know. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I love the nope or none.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorites. When yeah, that's bad hints, man. But yeah, the name is in the title. That's a good one too.
But then
The
there's
hint
like,
is in the title. The hint is in the name.
why even put a hint for
Yeah.
an LPC? Yeah, and when LPC is the hint, why even bother putting it in there? That's the one thing that confuses me.
Lift.
Yeah. None needed.
It's
None
like
needed.
you go to the LPC, you see the striations, the coordinates are on it. It's obvious.
Hint after FTF. It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
And
kinda
then
love
they
that.
never come back and update it with a hint.
Mhm.
No, they never. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Here's one. The hint is this cache is very small.
Thanks. Isn't the
Really
the size of
the
the
fact
cache
that you
on
put it as a micro didn't give me that idea at all.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of love those bad hints, man. Love them. I have one. I'm guilty of it. I have one of my caches that says if you need it, but the hint is if you need a hint, turn in your caching card.
Aw.
That.
Oh, I would have turned
Oh
in my caching card too many times.
Yeah, but usually I usually don't even put hints on mine. Rarely do I put hints on mine. GS sometimes too says one of my favorite hiders knows music really well. His hints frequently refer to musical trivia that requires us to look up a reference to understand the hint. Oh
Jeez.
god, you saying it's fun? Is that sarcastic? It's fun because for me that would be super annoying. So
that would annoy me.
Yeah, like dude, I don't have time to look Google.
It's like I can't do it. I'm not doing a friggin' Google search while I'm out here hunting for a cache
in 30-degree weather. Like, what does it mean?
In 100-degree weather.
What is white snake? What does that mean? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Here, this is a good one. Color camouflage, in parentheses, blends in with surroundings.
That's the hint.
Yeah.
Blends in with surroundings.
Wow, surprise!
Camouflage blends in. All right. So then, okay. So let's talk hiders. So let's talk about good hints. Okay, Chad, good hints. Here we go. You ready?
Sure.
I'm gonna say the hint. You tell me what it is. Okay. Tie your shoe.
Hanging with a shoelace.
You've never heard that hint before?
No. I've never heard that one.
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground?
It's on the ground.
Bend down and look at
Okay.
lower level. Look at
I would have after a few seconds figured out. It's like, okay, what are you doing when you're tying your shoe? And I've actually pretended to tie my shoe, finding one on a fire hydrant when I was wearing mocks.
Okay. Take a seat.
Under the bench.
Under the bench. Good boy. It's attractive.
Magnetic.
Magnetic.
Magnetic. That's right. Think like a troll.
Under the bridge.
Under the bridge. The handyman special.
It's bolt cache, maybe.
That's right.
Ah,
Good.
mhm.
Magnetic bulb. Good. Okay, this one I've never heard. All these I've heard except for this one. I've never heard this one. A spore / UPR. SPOR/UPR.
DNA tube, maybe. DNA sample tube.
Nope.
Spore.
SPOR. Something pile of
SPOR.
rocks. Suspicious pile of rocks.
Pile of rocks. Good job.
okay. I was thinking SPORE, not.
And what's UPR?
Unusual pile of rocks.
Yeah, unusual pile of rocks. Look at Jesse Brown.
Yeah, or if those like capitalized. When they're capitalized like that, I usually try to think it's an acronym. Try to figure out what the acronym is.
Give me some good other good. You guys have any other good ones? Good ones that people use?
Well, there's the suspicious pile of sticks or something like that. You know,
Well, you know what hips-
variations
hip-
of this.
You know what hips is?
Hips.
Hidden in plain sight.
Hidden in plain sight. Good girl.
Mhm. I always like the bring your cash monkey.
Bring your cash monkey. That's right. Yes.
Tot.
That's you're climbing. That means you're climbing.
Top tool of the trade. So, but that could mean different things in different areas. So,
Right.
Where I live out here in California, it's almost exclusively used for you need an extension pole to get it out of the tree.
Yeah, that's usually around here as well. A tot is when somebody says bring a tot, that's usually it's high in a tree and you can't climb it. That's what usually. I mean, sometimes it's a boat, but usually it's that is like you can't climb the tree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jess, you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So opposites attract. Another magnetic reference.
Opposites attract. I never heard of that.
Yeah, the P and the N. Opposites attract. You never heard of that?
Never heard that one. No.
I've seen that used.
No.
A number of times for magnetic.
Yeah. Bring a tot, a micro. Oh yeah, micro that needs tweezers for bring a tattoo. Yeah, okay. I'll get you that one. Tweezers too. Yeah. Or a scribbler, right, Jess?
Bring a scribbler. Yes.
scribbler.
I love when the hint is don't forget your pen. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
That to
Like,
me
that
is
is-
saying it's a container that's too small for a pen.
All right, so that's hiders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to finders, Chad.
Okay.
Finders, Chad. Now this is hints in terms of like hints to help you find a cache. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Use your eyes, hands, and geosenses. Your GPS or smartphone will only get you within about 30 feet of the cache location. When you're close, use your eyes, hands, and geosenses to locate the cache.
And
That is very true.
That's true and to a degree outdated. The 30 feet should a cache hidden that isn't even with a smartphone. That I mean, all the smartphones in the past, I would say 10 years use GNSS. So they use multiple different satellite systems, and they can get pretty friggin' accurate unless you're in like high density city areas where you're getting the signals bounced around or high foliage. In general, I think you should be pinpointed within 10 feet.
Well, I have been taught and have taught that once you hit about that 30-foot mark, put it away.
Oh, I do because the reason I do is because crappy coordinates.
Yeah,
not because I'm getting bad results, but crappy coordinates in general.
Like start looking. Look, you got to hone and work those geosenses because geosenses do exist. Believe it or not, they do.
Oh yeah.
And when
definitely.
you don't cache, you lose it. You got to get it back. So it's like, the more you cache, the better that geosense gets. So like once you hit that 30 feet, put it away and just start looking around and think. The best way is where would I put it?
I will go to where will I put it and or where's the obvious places to put it, and I'll search those. And then I was like, if I were to hide one and try to fool people with geosenses, where would I put it?
Right. Yeah. You know.
And so you got the opposite there, because there are people that will intentionally hide it in the less than obvious geosense locations.
Mm-hmm. Jess, anything to add?
No, I'm just looking at caches and laughing at some of these hints because they're really funny. This one says easy to miss.
Really? Didn't realize that.
Yeah. I mean, the ones that are like, it's in the obvious place. Well, it might be obvious to the hider because they clearly know where
Right.
it is. They put it there, but it might not necessarily be obvious to me or
You
not
got a
where I would put it.
You're at a tree. You got a knot in a tree. Is it
Right.
hanging on a limb in a tree? Is it at the base of the tree?
Right.
There's so many potential places.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Next up, look for something that seems out of place, Chad. Cache containers come in all sizes, shapes, colors. Look in a tree hollows, under park benches. Inspect that oyster shell in the forest. And yes, look in that one spot you're 100% positive is not the hiding place. Chances are that's exactly
and then look again.
And then look. And then have your partner look after you've looked. How many times?
Exactly. Oh, definitely.
Like I'm like, I just
like
checked
you were
there.
just there. It's like
Checked there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It happens all the time.
Definitely.
Or start to walk away and then you will find it.
Now, and what do? I give the 5 minutes.
Yep.
That's when you find it. When I give that, all right, we got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Right.
5 minutes. Lock it in. Geocaches are often disguised. Geocaches are often disguised as rocks, bricks, birdhouses, or other everyday objects. So think outside the box.
Yeah, when you got a birdhouse in the middle of the woods, it's likely the birdhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I have to submit my. I
You
hit a bird.
live.
I forgot all about it until right now.
You better push that before somebody takes that spot.
I gotta do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Continue.
Wow. Oh, look at Houston, Texas. Dave says ammo can in the woods could be a micro ammo can tied to a tree limb. Jesse did that.
I did that.
I found those.
I found a little Keebler hole, a little Keebler elf hole in a tree, tiny little hole. So I found a tiny little ammo can and I stuck it right in.
And you think it was from my?
It was your mini milestone.
Mini milestone.
I put out a mini ammo can.
So it was a mini ammo can for the mini milestone.
Mini milestone.
Yeah. Tony Rivera says nothing is no worse than not being able to find a cache when a bunch of beginners have just found it before you.
Oh God! Or you spent 45 minutes out there searching for it, and then the next day, someone with 3 finds it's like does a quick, easy find.
Do you know why that happens, Chad? I can explain the theory behind that. Do you understand? Do you know why? Take a guess.
They have no geosenses, so they.
No, it's because we are trained to look at certain places. If you hide it in a different spot, so if a new cacher doesn't know the right spots where we look, where to hide a cache, so they're looking everywhere. They're looking in spots we would never even gloss over. We actually totally gloss over. That's where they're looking, and that's when they find it.
Exactly.
That's how that happens. Yeah, because I know it frustrates me, and I'm like, ugh. Okay, so it's not in a typical normal spot.
Right.
Which drives me crazy because it's like, dude, put it in the typical normal spot. Put it in the normal spot.
And oftentimes, the original placer has put it in the typical normal spot.
Yeah, and of course.
And someone else found a better spot to put it.
That just happened to us. Jesse and I were out caching. We have it all on video. Jesse and I were out caching, and last weekend, and Jesse wanted to go find one of her hides because it hasn't been found in like a year and a half. And not that it wasn't there, it's just wanted to check on it. We're in the woods, in those woods.
Right.
And so she went there, and Jesse, how was your hide?
It was not where I expected it to be. It's not where
I found
where I put it. Yeah, Scott found it. So I cleaned it up and put it back.
Oh yeah. I've definitely found mine in different locations.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so don't always assume you're the idiot, because sometimes, the hider tries to fool you, man. That's what happens.
Sure.
Think like a detective, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
If I were a geocache, where would I hide?
Always thinking about that.
Detective. Geocaches should never be buried. Geocaches should never be buried, but they won't always be on the ground. Now, here's a
But they could be covered though, under what the surrounding ground level is. They can be covered, and I have found a number of them that way.
so they can't be buried. Or they can't be covered.
They can't be buried,
Right, but they can be
But-
covered.
but they can be covered.
Okay, so this is my dilemma to you, Chad. And I once found a cache pre-Jesse dating. This is dating pre-Jesse. So we're talking 10 years ago. I found a cache that the guy dug a hole. Okay, literally dug a hole, put the cache in, put an ammo can in there, and then put a big piece of bark over it.
Now that
Is that buried? Is it buried?
that one would be in my opinion would be considered buried because they dug the hole. And now if they found a hole and they could put the container in there and then put the big piece of bark over it, perfectly legal.
So as long as the hole's there, I mean,
Yes.
so
Correct.
so
I
if
agree.
If I find a divot, I could put a container in there and put a
Yeah.
piece of bark over it.
Yeah.
I mean, this cache, I must have walked on this cache 100 times looking for this cache because it was right in the middle of the woods, all surrounded by dead down trees.
Yeah.
Drove me crazy.
And I have found them just like that.
Interesting. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find
Well,
out.
you're also assuming that the hider
gonna-
actually is the
I'm
one
gonna
who dug the
find a-
hole.
Find a hole. I'm gonna
Mhm.
find a hole, Chad. I'm air quoting for all you listening. I'm
Okay.
gonna find a hole,
Well, animals dig holes all the time.
right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring my dogs out while I hide a cache.
You're gonna have dogs dig
Like,
your
Dig
the hole for
rocks,
you.
dig,
Okay.
dig rocks. Yes. So they can't be buried, but they can be covered.
Yes.
Easily. Okay. Look high, look low, look around. Leave no bench unsearched, no stone unturned.
And the hard thing is no stone unturned.
No stone
Because
unturned is probably the
because there could be a lot of stones out there, and it's not and it might not even be the obvious thing because it might not be in a field of stones, but you've got a lot of other things to look at, and it happens to be under this rock over here.
Respect your surroundings. Never trample on flower beds, scale walls, or damage property trying to find the cache.
Why not?
This is what and I talk about this all the time. I'm sure Jesse drives Jesse crazy. It drives me crazy when people put him in bushes because bushes just get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, you see
Oh,
you see the holes built into
crazy.
the. Well, I hate bush hides, period. Anyways, because they're a pain in the ass to find. Sorry, pardon the language. They're a pain in the behind to find a cache in. I have the hardest time finding them inside bushes for some reason.
And sometimes they're not even in the bushes, but the bushes are just like, the collateral damage to what they're looking for. That's why,
Right.
to me, that's where a hint. See how I brought that around full circle? That's where a hint comes into play, where you say not in the bushes.
Right. If it's not in the bushes,
bushes.
then it's like, oh, thank God.
Right. Like, don't make me destroy the bushes because we will. And caches will destroy the bushes, I promise you. Especially if
Yeah.
God, heaven help, there's a mega there. Forget it. Those bushes are gone. Gone. But I hate when I see bushes with big holes in them. Drives me crazy.
Mhm.
Just put a hint not in the bushes, and respect your surroundings, but then again, don't put a cache where there's flowers. Don't put caches in a flower bed or near a flower bed,
I will say that I have scaled walls. I don't trample flower beds. It really depends on the walls. It's like
walls.
but a good sturdy rock wall or something like
Yeah.
that. I have no problem scaling it. Something that's weak and flimsy, no.
No, but those Jesse, do you remember that one rock wall we did out in Elgin? Do you remember that one? It was by that by those houses. Yeah. Oh, we did it at night too.
Mm.
Recall that one at
Rock
all?
wall by
You read that one?
houses.
It wasn't really a rock. It was a rock wall, but it was the name of the subdivision. Was the name of the
Oh yes, I do. Out by the golf course.
it was on the top. Yeah, it was on the top of it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
which someone 6'4" might not need to scale it, maybe.
Oh, I just scale it.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean
I've
that's
I've had
another.
people's like complaints like why'd you put it so high, and it's like
Hmm.
I'm 5'10" and a half. I'm not
Hmm.
exactly overly tall, and it wasn't really a stretch for me.
Right.
But when someone's like 4'8",
And I use that as a hint. If I know the height, or I think about how tall is this person and where would they reach? Where
right?
could they reach?
Mhm. Mhm.
I try not to make mine overly high, but
And I'm sure people agree with that. And we appreciate
We
that.
appreciate
yeah.
that.
We appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so check the hint. Many cache pages offer hints that may help you figure out where to look. We talked about that ad
Mhm.
nauseum, but yeah, for the new guys, always check the hint. Next one, check the latest activity. Recent logs from other geocachers may contain valuable information, such as I had to lean on the fence to find this one.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You know what's funny is that and God bless the people who do this, and I love them for it, because sometimes when I mean, I'm the a-hole that actually just sits there and just puts, this was in my path. Thanks for the hide, but like the people who actually do give you a
Hmm.
hint in their log,
Or
God
fa-
bless their hearts.
found the cache 100 feet off from the coordinates.
Oh, those are the best.
Here are the coordinates where I found the cache.
Oh, those are the best. Now, I don't go that far, but if it's off like that, I will say found it 20 feet north of GZ. I will say that, or like 40 feet north of GZ. I won't give you chords. That's way too much work.
I've given chord. I don't give chords nowadays, but in the past I used to give chords. But I will give the distance and the direction.
If it's a buddy of mine and the chords are really bad, I will take a screenshot of chords and I will send it to my buddy going, just FYI, these are the chords I got,
Right.
Hmm.
for this cache.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I have done that. But yeah. But yeah, check the latest activity. Definitely that's a absolute oh, those are the best. So I love them. Thank you to all you people who do that. You're better than I. Jess, you write logs, or you just now you like me now? Have I gotten you to the point where you're just
Well, no, most of the time, if it's just a everyday, ordinary cache, nothing spectacular, I'll just use my canned template that I have in Cachly. And then there are times where I'm like, you know what, this cache is deserving of a nice log, right?
Mhm.
And so I'll like save that um as a field note or whatever, intending to go back, and then like 6 months will go by and I'm like, oh my god, I never logged this, forget it, and I'll just quickly. So I have good intentions. I just don't, you know, I really do
Jesse
have
has
good
good
intentions.
intentions. Yes. Speaking of good intentions, Chad, I signed up
Mhm.
for I got my person for the Joyce Noel.
Did you?
It
Awesome.
wasn't you. I didn't get
Oh,
it.
damn.
I didn't you get your person?
Yeah, I got my person.
Okay.
So
My person's in New York.
I think was my person
So
in
does it go like
Florida,
so do
maybe?
we get the same? Do we get the same? Does he get me?
Yeah.
Do I get him and he gets me? Is that how it works, or do I
No.
get somebody else gets me?
No,
Okay,
It's a random selection. Yeah, mine's in Florida this time.
Jesse, who'd you get?
that's not even funny.
Did you get Scott?
She got me.
No, I got myself.
Got yourself?
Sorry, I had to color out of that because I got an email going, how come Jesse's not doing it?
You got an email? What? People, come on, people know I'm not doing it. They know that.
I'm like, I saw your name on the list. I saw Chad's name on the list. Why isn't Jesse's name on the list?
Nope, because again, I have good intentions. Poor follow through.
Oh, Jesse is the queen of good intentions. Oh, sorry. All right, next up, always bring a pen, Chad. Always.
Always. It's about the only time that there's a chance that I wouldn't have brought a pen is when I've flown somewhere. Because I always got on my key ring a Write in the Rain pen.
Always bring a pen. Now Jessie loses her pens. because she's got those girl pants with the
Because
short
girl
pocket, those
girl
little short-
pockets are way too small.
Yeah, but she again, good intentions. She
I don't
brings it.
have that problem.
No, me neither. I got the big pockets. Yeah. And finally, Chad, be patient. Developing your geosenses takes time, and it does. It does.
And
especially
you continue to develop them even if you found 40,000 caches. I know cachers who have found over 100,000 caches, and it's like and cache with them is like, ooh, I've never seen one hidden like that.
really.
It's like really nice.
You know what's funny? Is that you go out and sometimes it's like some days like Jesse will just hit every one.
Oh
She's like,
god,
found it. And I'm just like, what? And some days it flips, some days it's me.
right,
It's like,
exactly.
just hit it. It's
I'll
weird.
go out with a group, and one day I will find every single one or almost every single one, and another day it's like I might find one, and it's like, and I feel like I'm slacking.
I'm just along for the ride.
That's right.
Yeah. So developing those geosenses takes time. You just gotta keep caching, keep working at it. You'll get there. And it's nice when you can walk. Like when I hasn't been for me. It has been so fine tuned for a long time. But when I was locked in and fine too, like it was like you could just walk up to it. Just
Oh yeah.
walk up to it. It's amazing. When it's like that locked in. It's been a while though. But Jesse, anything else? Any final thoughts on hints?
Yeah, I think people should use them, but make them actually mean something.
Make them mean something.
Yeah, make it useful.
Make them mean something for everyone, and not
Yes.
just your local cachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not after you found it. Have it make sense.
Right.
A hint is intended to help. It's not helping if you don't know what it means.
Yeah. Other than that, there were none needed.
Mm-hmm.
Always my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like none needed, but I can't find it.
It's in the obvious place.
The obvious place. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, there is a show on Geo Hints. Thank you so much for the callers in the chat room. Appreciate it very much. Chad, next week.
Cache coffee.
Cache or coffee. December starts.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
the final stretch of 2022 kicks in. It's gonna be fun. Just because there's some good shows coming up. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun, including
Definitely.
the patron only giveaway
Oh yeah.
show. Guys, patrons, stay tuned to the patron the patron feed to find out when the patron only giveaway show is. Guys, if you are not a patron, you still have time. If you become a patron, you are locked in. You get to be. All you gotta do is show up to the show, which we have a lot of fun. We mess around, have a
Definitely.
great time. It's a lot of fun, and you get something for free. For free.
Free.
My mailmen hate me this time of year. I come in literally with a box of stuff to mail. They hate me. Lady gives me a dirty look when I walk in there this time of year. So yeah, guys, there you go. Next week, December Cacher Coffee. Chad, thank you, Jesse. Always a pleasure.
Of course.
Good job, Chad. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another year almost done. Well done, guys. Jesse, the tree's looking nice. You can't see the open spot from here. So
Okay,
well done.
good. I have to go work on that a little more.
Yeah, Chad, apparently I'm not a good tree fluffer, for the record, Chad. Just so you know,
Neither is my son.
neither a good tree fluffer.
Well, I only worked at Michael's for 10 years. I know how to fluff a tree.
I don't. I know how to light a candle though. I could light Hanukkah candles with the best of them. I can. I'm an expert at lighting Hanukkah. I can even sing the bracha for the Hanukkah candles, Chad. How about that?
Really?
I know it. Yeah, I grew up with it. Come on, man. I'm a Jew. I can sing the bracha and everything.
I can't sing that. So
You
I
can sing
don't.
the
I know. Well, I'm probably capable of singing it if I have it
If
written
I
out,
said it.
Mhm.
but I do not know the words.
I can
No.
hum along.
Oh Hanukkah, oh
Oh,
Hanukkah. That's not a song. All right, guys, we will see you next week for December Cash or Coffee. Here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcast are available on your website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe to get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. We still got time. With tiers starting as low as $5, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FDF Geocacher Magazine. I totally lost my place. The Max Sense Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Ardent Crafted, PathEggs.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear.
Okay, so in the I tried to put in the stick back what
is that?
I put in what I got, but I think the length of the the
That
link
link is ridiculous.
was like ridiculously long.
You got like shana na 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 in there.
I know, but it was the
Just say what it is.
the Ryobi 1 Plus HP brushless one that I got. So it's the more expensive
the Bissell.
expensive one, and the reason I got it as opposed to Bissell or Samsung or one of the others, which actually look better because it doesn't have the hideous green of Ryobi, is because I have a shit ton of Ryobi cordless tools. And so I've got all the batteries, and if the battery ever died, I've got other replacement batteries.
That's a $300 stick. That's a $300 stick back, dude.
Yeah, I got it for $199 on
Jesse
Black
wants
Friday.
$99. Jesse, what did you have on Amazon? A $99 one or something like that, right? Didn't you have like a $199?
Yeah, the one I was looking at was, I can't remember. There's so many of them. I go back and forth between the $200 one, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna buy this one for $79 because none of them are gonna work anyway.
Right.
Oh, my Romy. That's awesome. No, fellow tribe member, Romy, another Jew. Thank you, Romy. That was a good one. Well done. Well done. Chad doesn't get the joke.
I got the joke.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So, Jess, sorry, what were you going through? The Bissell, right? You wanted the at one point you wanted the Bissell. I remember that.
Right. I tend to like the Bissell brand better, just because of their support of pets and that sort of thing. But I know that the the shark gets better reviews.
The shark?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So I was looking at the Samsung one and the Bissell one, and which Amazon doesn't have the well, it might have the Ryobi, but it really will just wind up going through Home Depot. Then I looked at the Ryobi, and it was like, basically it was a higher end one. I was getting it for $199, as opposed to like the Samsung and the Bissell one were like $179. on sale during Black Friday. So it's
Mhm.
like, okay, I know I've got batteries for life effectively for
Mhm.
this thing, and even though it's hideous as hell, I'm going for it.
And
It's like
have you got it yet?
it's going to be in the friggin' closet when it's not in use. So I don't have to look at the thing.
Have you used it yet?
No, it's going to be wrapped. My son is the one that actually recommended this, or was the one that kind of brought this to my attention, and said we should get this as a family present. This is my 20-year-old son. We should get this as a family present. Yeah. My wife's like, yeah, I'll never use it. not me
Funny.
never use it. That she will never use it.
I'll never use it.
And it's like, yeah, you will. It's like everything that she says, I'll never use it. I don't care. I'll never use it. And then she starts to use it. It's like
She ends up
this,
liking it.
this is like, oh, this is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way it works, man. All right, well, Jess, we hope you know you gotta
Good
let
luck.
me know which one you pick, man.
Yeah, good luck with your search there.
I don't know why I make things so much more difficult than they need to be.
No, you don't. No.
Really?
Usually I research stuff to death on
Oh.
these, and here it's just
Oh, you got nothing, Jesse.
is like this one is like, okay, I looked at some ratings and some reviews, and I trust Ryobi, and so I know there's probably some DeWalt fanboys out there that are like saying, it's like if it's not DeWalt, everything sucks.
I mean, Jesse wanted the Bissell, and Bissell's obviously a good one.
Bissell,
Sure.
it's a good one. I would trust Bissell. I would trust Eureka. I would trust Samsung. There's a number of those that I would trust. I would trust Shark, although I would say Shark a little less than the others that I mentioned. But then there's a bunch of them out there that are, I don't know if they're Chinese knockoffs or what, but they're,
Oh yeah, there's tons of them.
it's like, no, I'm not trusting those. And it was the main decision was, since they were all decently rated, was that the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what came down to for you, right?
Right.
Was the batteries.
And I wouldn't expect anyone here, unless they had a crap ton of Ryobi cordless tools, to wind up going for the Ryobi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, she'll decide eventually.
Yep.
She'll get there. All right, guys, there you go. That's been our vacuum chat.
Yep.
Everybody be well. We'll talk to you guys next week. Be safe. Bye-bye.